Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and in this Bitcoin video, we got the breakout as I expected in my last video just yesterday. I recorded my last video just here, and yeah, I said watch out for this resistance coming in at just below 60,000. And yeah, so we hit that $60,000 resistance and got a rejection off that resistance level. And these are now my price targets in play for Bitcoin over the next few days. It's also important to keep an eye on the RSI and the volume for Bitcoin throughout this breakout. And yeah, I'll be going over all of this in this video, so make sure you're sticking around for all of that. And also, I will be showing you my Ethereum analysis later in this video, and towards the end of the video, I will be showing you your favorite altcoin that you guys have been suggesting in the comment section of my last video. So if all of that sounds good to you, then please make sure to just leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on for more videos like this one. But yeah, with all of that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Bitcoin US dollar chart on the 2-hour chart. And once again, we did see that breakdown to the downside, but we didn't actually see any spike in volume. So just be careful, because this could quickly turn into a fake out, because usually when we do see a big breakout, we want to see a spike in volume like this, for example. But in that being said, if I zoom into the 1-hour chart, as you can see, once we saw the breakout, we did see multiple retests of that previous support now flipped as resistance. And yeah, once again, we failed to get above that resistance level, and since then we have come back down. And zooming back out to the 2-hour chart, as you can see, and the last time the RSI got down to those levels was just back here, as you can see, about 5 days ago, when Bitcoin got down to around 53,500 US dollars. And obviously that there, when Bitcoin bottomed out on the RSI on the 2-hour chart just here, that's when the price actually bottomed out and we continued to head to the upside. So yeah, just pay strong attention to the price in the immediate short term, because the lack of volume could definitely mean that we could come straight back up. But if we do see a bit more volume come in and we do see a bit more downside price action, basically just confirming the breakout to the downside, then I set these 3 price targets in my last video, and these essentially are the 3 Fibonacci levels that are below the price. So drawing out the Fibonacci retracement tool from that low at around 43,000 up to the all-time high just close to 62,000. As you can see, the first big Fibonacci level is this 38.2% Fibonacci level coming in at around 54,500 US dollars. So that will be our first level of immediate support for Bitcoin to the downside, and it's also coming in confluence with these lows that we had at around here. So yeah, definitely expect a bit of short-term support at around 54.5. But if we break below that level, the next big Fibonacci level is coming in at around 52,500 US dollars. That's the 50% Fibonacci level. And that Fibonacci level is also coming in confluence with this massive high that we had in the middle of the March correction, the February-March correction. Once again, coming in at around 52,500 US dollars. But really, the most important Fibonacci level out of all Fibonacci levels is the 61.8% Fibonacci level. And in between the 61.8% and the 65%, that there is known as the golden pocket. And that Fibonacci range on the chart acts as like a magnet for the price throughout these corrections. And yeah, this sort of Fibonacci level is coming in at almost exactly 50,000 US dollars. And just bringing out the 50-day EMA, that's what this yellow line is just here. That big Fibonacci level right there at around 50,000 is also coming in confluence with the 50-day EMA. So there's going to be some massive support coming in at around those levels. That's if the price actually breaks through those first 2 Fibonacci levels first. Now this is on the daily Bitcoin US dollar chart, and just getting a little bit more bearish. As you can see on the daily chart, we've got not just one bearish divergence, but we've got 2 back-to-back bearish divergences on the daily chart. So once again, this is because we've been getting higher highs in the price, but in the RSI, we've been getting lower highs, as you can see just here. So what this basically means for the Bitcoin price is that we're going to stop heading to the upside, at least in the short term, and we're either in for some sideways action or slightly to the downside. So according to these bearish divergences by themselves, once again, I am looking for Bitcoin to just range kind of like this. We could enter a bit of a correction. I would not be expecting a massive correction. I wouldn't honestly be expecting any correction bigger than the one that we had back here in January. But yeah, something where it takes the RSI down to kind of the middle of this RSI range in around the 50 level on the RSI. As you can see, the last couple corrections brought us down to around that range on the RSI, in the middle of this RSI band. band. And as of right now, we're sitting at around 54 on the RSI. So we've still got a bit more room to the downside. Once again, because this is on the daily chart, we are looking to head sideways, if not to the downside, for the next maybe couple weeks. But I'll show you why that is actually really good for Bitcoin if we actually either head sideways or even enter a correction. Longer term, that's actually really good. Bringing out this indicator just here, these two moving averages, this is called the Pi Cycle Top Indicator. And I've explained this indicator many times on my channel in the past. In fact, if you want more of an explanation of how this indicator actually works, check out the video linked in the description and in the pinned comment. It's titled My Longer Term Predictions for Bitcoin. So yeah, check out that video if you want more of an explanation. But essentially, this indicator basically predicts the exact bull market tops for Bitcoin. And I kid you not, no exaggeration, but every single bull market top since the beginning of Bitcoin, this exact indicator right here has predicted the exact bull market top every single time within the accuracy of around 3 days or so. And basically how it works is when this orange line crosses underneath the pink line, that means we have topped out for the bull market. We have reached a massive top on the chart. And as you can see, these two lines are getting very close. And basically when the price shoots up like this, that makes these two lines get closer and closer together. But if the price enters a correction or goes sideways, then that gives a bit more room between these two lines, and it makes these two lines take longer for them to actually cross, which means that we can spend more time in this bull market longer term. So that's why a short-term correction or sideways action, even though it kind of sucks to be in that while it's happening for those couple of weeks, longer term, if you're thinking big picture about the big money, that right there is exactly what we need. We actually need some sort of sideways action or a short-term correction in order for the bull market to continue to go a lot higher. Because if we continue to pump straight up from here, honestly, the top of the bull market is pretty close, at least according to this indicator, which has so far been right 100% of the time. But yeah, I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on this indicator throughout this bull market. So obviously make sure you're subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of these important updates. And it's free to do that. It's free to just go down and click subscribe and turn on notifications. And yeah, it only takes a couple of seconds to do that, and you will be rewarded with all of this valuable information in the future. So essentially, just in the short term, over the next few days and weeks, I expect some either sideways action or a bit more of a correction. But in the longer term, that there is exactly what we need. That is good for Bitcoin. That is healthy in the longer term. Now, here we are on the Ethereum US dollar chart. We're on the 2-hour chart for Ethereum, and I kid you not, my Ethereum analysis has not changed over the past 3 days. I said way back here about 3 days ago that honestly Ethereum's just looking to head sideways over the next few days, and that's pretty much exactly what's happened. As you can see, we've just been ranging sideways, and I honestly expect for Ethereum to just continue to head sideways over the next few days. There's nothing that's overly bullish or bearish right now for Ethereum. And yeah, there's this line of resistance coming in at 1880 and this line of supports coming in at 1730. And until Ethereum actually breaks one of those significant lines on the chart, Ethereum's just going to be ranging between those lines. Obviously, we're just going to be quite neutral on the chart. And yeah, whether we break that resistance line or support line, that's going to determine the next trend for Ethereum over the next few days and weeks. So obviously, if we break below that line of support coming in at around 1730, we're looking to begin a bit of a downtrend over the next few days and weeks. And obviously, if we break the resistance at 1880, then we are looking to begin an uptrend for Ethereum within the next few days and weeks. Bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool on the chart, as you can see, my price targets for Ethereum if we break to the downside. First of all, there's the 38.2% Fibonacci level coming in at around 1700. So that really just joins with the 1730 level. So basically, if we start breaking below around 1700 with some decent volume coming in on the chart, then that's when these further downside targets will come into play. And yeah, the 50% Fibonacci level is coming in at around 1620 US dollars, and the all important 60% 61.8% Fibonacci level on the chart is coming in at around 1,550 US dollars. So yeah, if we break below that support at around 1730, those are the sort of prices I would expect for Ethereum. And if we break above the resistance at 1880, I would be immediately targeting the all-time high at around 2040 US dollars, because obviously we will see some resistance at the Ethereum all-time high if we first break that resistance at 1880. But yeah, once again, my Ethereum technical analysis hasn't really changed over the past couple days. So if you want more of an in-depth analysis for Ethereum, watch my last two videos because I go a bit more in-depth. And yeah, I don't want to repeat myself too much. All right, now heading over to the Cardano US dollar chart. Well, on the 4-hour chart for Cardano, this was your most suggested altcoin in the comment section of my video just yesterday. So yeah, if you have your favorite altcoin in mind, just leave a comment down below, and the most suggested altcoin in the comment section of this video, I will include that in one of my next videos on the channel. But yeah, anyway, for Cardano, I made my last Cardano video right back here, close to 3 weeks ago now. And yeah, I said back here, obviously, that descending triangle was forming. I said to you that that was a bearish pattern and that we will be breaking to the downside. We're much more likely to break to the downside. And obviously, that's exactly what happened. And we held below that line of support, flipped resistance for quite some time. But just here, we did form a classic W pattern, which is a bullish reversal pattern. And that also came in confluence with this bullish divergence. As you can see, we got a low and then a lower low, but in the RSI, we got a low and a higher low. So obviously that just there that we saw around a week ago was a bullish divergence and a double bottom in the short term. And that sent the price flying to the upside. But yeah, since then we topped out in the RSI and obviously have come back down alongside the other top cryptos like Bitcoin and Ethereum, obviously. And zooming into the 2-hour chart for Cardano, bringing out the Fibonacci retracement tool on the chart, Cardano is right now, as I speak, coming into the 61.8% Fibonacci level, the golden pocket. From this high, Cardano immediately came down to this exact Fibonacci level and got a bounce off that level. And right now, we are retesting that really important Fibonacci level right now, once again. And that golden pocket, once again, the 61.8% Fibonacci level ranging to the 65% Fibonacci level. That's ranging between $1.17 up to $1.19. So these next few moments are crucial for Cardano in order to determine the trend. But if we do fail to hold this Fibonacci level, then obviously we will be heading down towards the next big Fibonacci level, which is the 78.6% Fibonacci level, coming in at around $1.10. And zooming out to the 4-hour chart, as you can see in the RSI, we have hit the neutral areas, but we do have some room to the downside because we don't tend to bottom out on the RSI, obviously, until we reach kind of these lower areas, as you can see back here and back here. So once again, there is a bit of room to the downside for Cardano, and honestly, I'll just be paying attention to what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing in the short term. Like, for example, if we enter a decent sized correction for Bitcoin and Ethereum, then that would obviously drag down the price of Cardano. Usually Cardano simply follows the trend of the major two cryptos, Bitcoin and Ethereum, not really the other way around. Bitcoin doesn't really follow Cardano. But yeah, if the Cardano price does get a bounce right now at that 61.8% Fibonacci level, I would immediately be targeting up towards the all-time high, which, by the way, the all-time high is coming in at around $1.50. And anything before that, we could potentially see some resistance at around this level just here, coming in at around $1.35. And that's because of this rejection that we saw at this level. And also back here, as you can see, we saw quite a few rejections at that $1.35 level. So yeah, those are all of my price targets and important levels to watch out for Cardano. And yeah, this is about all I have to say for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please make sure to just leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on for more videos like this one. Also, if you have any feedback, questions, or suggestions for me, please let me know in the comment section down below. I try and read and reply to all of your comments on these videos. So yeah, if you have anything to say whatsoever, just let me know in the comment section down below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. But yeah, once again, this is about all I have to say for this video. I really hope you all enjoyed once again, and I'll see you all in the next video.